Coco Bean is doing an awesome job. There, she stood up, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply distance pressure. I was just coming over to pet her to tell her how good she was being, but now I can't do that. Shh. So I'm just trying to stay in her face, wherever her face goes. Shh. We'll just patiently apply distance pressure. It's all about patience and waiting for her to make that good choice and go into that calm state of mind. You can see she has her water and her food for breakfast this morning. We're about to go out on another training walk. Shh. She doesn't have any blankets on her cot this morning because she leaves tomorrow. So we're watching those for her. So she's rebelling a little bit about not having her fluffy bed on this one or even her cute little other one. So I wanted to pet her and I wanted to get her off her bed so we could do some door manners. Instead, I walked over and she stood up. So I'm just gonna practice some walking over and past. I can't praise her right now because I just got onto her. I have to wait just a little while before I can go up and praise her again. I'll add in some excitement. Coming! Hey! How's it
going? Renegade, Guppy, come. Come. Go around, run around.
Guppy, Renegade, come. Good dogs. Good dogs.
I'll move back up.
Good dogs. Renegade, Guppy, come on, this way. Renegade.
Our dogs love training time because they get to run around and goof off in the house. Okay, so there are times normally, there are times when you can let the dogs off and it can be fun playtime or fun visit time. Not playtime, sorry, let me rephrase that. It can be calm visit time, something like that. This is way down the road, okay, way in the future after she's super rocking her bed here. So our dogs like to get off sometimes because it's a special treat to get off their bed and have some social time off the bed. Although they kind of lose their minds about it sometimes. So when they can't handle being off the bed, then we are gonna put them back on their beds, okay, and make them go back to that calm state in the house. Back to bed, bed. There we go. So if you let them off in the future, so like those guys, right? We let them off. They were a little too excited, a little too crazy. So they're learning that they can't quite handle that yet. So we're going back to the bed and practicing the bed. So that's way down the line when you can let them off and have kind of some of that fun or interactive time off the bed. But until they learn that this bed is like their most favorite place in the whole world, we don't do that. But Coco Bean did very good over there handling all the excitement. There she got up a little bit. It's even tempting when we're just right there, so close. There, but she's controlling that impulse and doing very good. Now we're gonna give her that attention and that positive reinforcement, letting her know how good she's doing, and this is what we want.
All right, I'm gonna leash her up.
Yep, sorry, just pick a side. All right.
So there she went to stand up. I lifted up slight pressure. And right now I don't want her licking me, so I'm pulling my hand away. And so I lifted up slight pressure on that leash so that we could have her put her bum back down again. You can see I just slipped it up and over the nose. Sorry, she's turning her head all over the place, so it's hard to see it. And then I'm gonna push the keeper Pull it down so when I lift up, there's a little bit of give to it. Make sure the hair is not in her eyes. And then she may get off whenever I invite her off by giving her that tug. This tug says, come on off. We're gonna have that leash behind us again, even if I'm walking in the home. Anytime we move throughout the home, it's the same. She's on the leash, and I expect her to be at my side, no pressure on the leash. We're ready to move outside for our walk. I asked her to put her bum down by lifting up that light pressure, and I'm just gonna practice opening and closing the door, stomping around. There she stood up, so I lifted the weight up again. I don't want her barging out the door. She cannot just go out the door. She has to wait. Shh. I'm gonna move her back again, have her try again. She can't just move out the door. She has to wait until she's invited, just like she's invited off the bed. This is important because we don't want to open the door to greet a neighbor or someone else and for her just to bolt out the door and get hurt by traffic or anything like that. So she has to learn the only time she can actually come is when I give this tug. And then when we get outside the door, we have to sit again because we're never just barging out the door. And then again, she has to stay in that sit position until I give that tug. So if I want to move around, I can move around. And if she stands up, I'm going to lift that leash up. And we just practice this every time we go through a door, or we're on the walk. I'll even just practice this patient sit. You've seen me do that, where we just walk back and forth all over. And we're just wanting her to get used to, she stays still no matter what we do until we give her that tug. And we tug to go for the walk. We're going to come back in the house. We'll do the door one more time, and then I want to show you how we're working with her to not jump on us when she's in free play. Here, we're back up to the door. She has to keep her bum down. I can stop, kick, jump. Shh. I can step up. Ooh. You just want to make sure you don't pull it when you step up. Okay. And she only gets to come when we give that tug. When we get on the inside, we're going to have her put her bum down again. I'm just going to practice again. Stop, move, walk around. Again, she has to stay seated. So if that bum comes up, the leash comes up. And then she moves. Oh, I didn't give her that tug yet. So she moves whenever I give that tug on the leash. All right, let's go outside real quick. Sorry, one more time through the door. The door's already open, but we're still going to put our bum down. And let's talk about when we're outside having free play. And not jumping on us.
Did you already talk about sending her out to use the bathroom?
No, I'll do that on an actual walk.
All right.
So I will talk about, will you say what I just said?
Yeah, so we often get the question of, if I'm out on a walk, what do we do when they need to use the bathroom? And we'll cover that in another video. But right now we're going to cover some free play time.
So free play time is literally where she just gets the opportunity to use the bathroom, play, run. You do not have to be present for it. It can be where, like for us, we just put her in the backyard and we just let her play in the backyard. It could be when you're outside. I have noticed she likes to kind of jump on you a little bit. Coco, Coco Bean. Good girl. I don't want her to jump on me. Oh man, she's got the zoomies. You gotta go to the bathroom. Good girl. Coco Bean. Coco Bean. Good girl. Shh. Alright, let's move into the other yard that's not so smelly full and see if she can be more interested in me instead of in any play. Okay. Scott, will you step down here too in case she just tries to jump on you? So I make my noise. It's the noise that I make anytime she jumps on me. And I wait for her to sit. She doesn't get my attention until she puts her bum down. So if she would like for me to pet her, she comes up and she has to sit beside me. Oh, puppy. There. So you saw she jumped on me. I just kind of shook my leg and made the noise. And as soon as I did, she sat, and then I could give her attention. Oh, that was good. Good girl. Come back. Good.